So Amar'e Stoudemire and Doc Rivers were elected to the 2026 Basketball Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them. I don't want this video to take away from their accomplishments because that's a tremendous feat for their careers and kudos. However, I do believe the NBA needs to evaluate, or Basketball Hall of Fame. There's something has to be done. I don't know what it is. The NBA needs to split from the Basketball Hall of Fame because, again, this is the basketball and not just strictly NBA. When you look at a guy like Amar'e Stoudemire, you look at his entire career, you're kind of questioning and saying, does he really deserve a Hall of Fame nod? And there have been a lot of players in recent memory who've made the Hall of Fame, and you're kind of looking at them like, what's the criteria to get into a Hall of Fame? When you look at Amar'e Stoudemire's career, he's a six-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, the first high school player to win Rookie of the Year. He also was a 5-time All-NBA, 1-time first team, 4-time second team. And then the rest of his career outside of the NBA, what really was it? Averaging 18 points per game. He had a great run in Phoenix, came to New York, was injury riddled, and then had a couple stints here and there with some other teams. But does that scream Hall of Fame? And again, it's not to take away from Amar'e, and it's not to take away from him playing basketball. It's just assessing the career and looking at it and saying, is this a Hall of Fame career? What is the Basketball Hall of Fame really saying here? And it, to me, I'm still scratching my head about it and kind of just like, how does a guy like Amar'e make it? When it comes to Doc Rivers, now I'm trying to put my personal feelings aside about Doc Rivers and trying to assess his career as far as, is it a Hall of Fame career? He's top 10 in coaching wins all time. He makes the top 5. I believe he's 4th in playoff wins all time with 113. One championship ring, and then he had some, as far as post Boston Celtics, what has Doc Rivers really accomplished post that one ring to qualify him for the Hall of Fame? And again, the Hall of Fame should be a calculation of individual statistics, team accolades, individual accolades and team accolades. Amar'e has no MVPs. He has 1 Rookie of the Year award. It just doesn't equate. And same thing for Doc Rivers. It just doesn't equate. I believe Doc has a Coach of the Year award with Orlando. But what are we saying here? Hall of Fame, we need to do better because it's looking like it's becoming a joke. It's becoming a joke when players have not accomplished much and they're still making it.